everyone, and welcome to prompt number 130. Let's not draw something dirty. I'm bringing the rhymes back. All right, here we go. Oh gosh, we have 4. Okay, soda can, teddy bear, fruit basket, and fortune cookie. Here we go. Because this is a prompt with 4 different words, and of course all of the words are just all over the place and don't really match all together, this was of course quite a difficult one to brainstorm for. In fact, by the end of this sketching process, I still didn't really have an idea I liked, but the show must go on. So I started off, as I do every single episode, just drawing each object separately, just how they are, just to get a feel for everything, and I don't know, maybe something can come to mind while sketching everything separately. Of course, like I said, nothing had come to me at this point, so I had to really start thinking hard about this one. So because normally I do like to think of ideas that are unusual or outside of what you would normally expect, I thought I would try to make the teddy bear, instead of making him a soft, cute, nice character, I was going to make him a criminal, I guess. So the first sketch, I have a teddy bear doing some community service and picking up trash at a park or something. It was silly, something that I thought I might do. So I moved on to another idea, just a basket with all of the different items inside of it. Maybe more trying to combine them together, like the teddy bear had a soda can on its arm. And then lastly, just everything together. Look, I said this was a tough one, and that was it. My confidence was not high at this point. So in the end, the sketch that I decided to go with was the community service teddy bear, because I just thought it was really silly and just unexpected, and I really liked it. Plus, I did an additional little doodle of a teddy bear, just super lanky and tall, and just the proportions too real. More like a human and not so much a teddy bear, because teddy bears are just, they have short limbs and they're round and they're cute, but I made this guy really tall and lanky and just overall really silly. And now I just want a repeating pattern of this lanky guy in all sorts of silly, weird positions, maybe in the future. So like I said, I decided to go with this teddy bear that is doing community service, and I really wanted to do just a huge series of all of these community service activities, but I decided to just narrow it down to 2. The first one is, again, like I said, picking up garbage, so I was able to put all of the prompts: the fruit basket, soda can, obviously the teddy bear, and the fortune cookie. Of course, these items are just kind of on the ground and not super highlighted, but I do guarantee all of them are there, especially the fortune cookie. It just kind of looks like a little brown nugget on the ground, but it's there. The second community service I decided to go with after a long list of community service activities. It was actually really hard to decide. I kind of wanted the bear to read to children at a library. I kind of wanted him to work in a soup kitchen. I wanted him to be helping elderly, like in an old folks home or something. Basically, I just really wanted to either draw these lanky children or these old lanky grandpa and grandma teddy bears. But in the end, I decided to go with an even weirder idea because I just wanted to have fun with it. Now, when I do these series of illustrations for the prompts, I don't require myself to have the prompts in each piece. The first piece, the one where he's picking up garbage, is the piece that has all 4 prompts in it, but the second piece only has the teddy bear in it. You do not have the fruit basket, the soda can, or the fortune cookie. Just the teddy bear, and that's fine. My requirement is just having one piece in the series having all the prompts in it. That being said, I'm sure you have seen me working on the second piece wondering what is going on. I thought it would be really silly in this world where teddy bears walk around on 2 legs and are alive and lanky to have them in a world where instead of animals, because they are the stuffed animals, there's just a bunch of different variety of human beings. So we have our teddy bear walking babies instead of dogs. Just these goofy, stupid-looking toddler babies on leashes, because children on leashes is unfortunately a thing in our world already. They don't have collars around their necks, it's more of a backpack they're wearing, but kids on leashes, super a thing that already exists. So is this idea so far-fetched? Can you imagine someone walking down the street with like 10 kids on leashes in our world? Just a bunch of crazy kids running around, all on a leash to the same adult. What a sight that would be. Now I kind of want to draw that, but I guess I will save that for another time. I was kind of hoping for this particular piece to have like 5 to 10 humans on leashes for this bear, but I had drawn the bear so big on these small pieces of paper that I didn't want to squeeze a bunch of itty bitty teeny little tiny babies on the paper. So even though both of these ideas are very simple, I do feel really happy with how they turned out. They're simple, but the ideas are silly, and it really stretches my illustrative storytelling skills, I suppose, which is really what I'm trying to push here. So these are pretty cute. It really makes me want to come up with a story for this bear, and that's part of why I love doing this so much. What did this bear do? What crime did he do to get in jail? Teddy bear jail. There's gotta be either very low standards or very high standards to get into jail here. So like, I don't know, just kicking someone can get you in jail because this is supposed to be a very happy, fun time land? Or was he stuffing his body with hard drugs and going over the border? I don't know. Did he kill a man? Did he kill a teddy bear? Speaking of some cute details on this bear, I put a heart patch. So in this world, of course, instead of having tattoos, you have patches. So I guess these are technically removable, but maybe you would just be left with scars or something, which is not ideal in the teddy bear land. I was thinking about just covering his whole arm and sleeves, but I decided to make this little guy subtle, especially with how long, skinny, and lanky his arms were. I felt like it would get kind of hard to tell what was going on. But just imagine, just a teddy bear full of patches and pins. Oh boy. Really makes me want to play around with the idea of this hard teddy bear situation. I also put some scars on his right arm and right leg, so it looks like his right arm was completely detached at some point and it was sewn back together. And then his right leg has a huge gash in it where it was sewn back together. So I gotta wonder what this teddy bear does. And also why people trust him to walk their dogs when he apparently gets into fights and has almost died, I would assume. I mean, he looks cute enough, right? Look at him. I would cuddle him. Honestly, now I just kind of want to sew myself a really long, lanky teddy bear plushie because he's just so cute and lanky. Look at him. And then sewing all of the details on him, like his arm being torn off and patches and pins and stuff like that. Don't tempt me. Oh my gosh. Talking about him murdering people made me remember that I was also thinking about having a community service situation where he was donating blood, but then it got me thinking, would he donate stuffing instead of blood? Does he have blood? Does he have organs, or is everything stuffing? Maybe he has some cute little sewn organs inside of him, but would he still have blood, or would it be thread, or would it be stuffing? Really made me think. Oh, I forgot to mention one little detail. The bear picking up trash is holding a sewing needle instead of like a poker to pick up trash. So I thought that was a cute little additional detail. And there you go. There is our simple but really silly, and I love the story of this guy, prompt. I'll see you in the end card. Last week our prompts were gorilla and fire truck, and our first featured artist is 1776 Brianna. I just loved all these adorable little gorilla firemen all over this truck. It's so simple but cute. I love the shapes, I love the colors. It's just adorable, and I really like this one. Look at that little guy flying on the hose. There's just so many little things to look at, and they're so cute. I love them. Next up we have a piece by Dick11. Did I say that right? This piece is really comical. We have a gorilla stuck in a tree, kind of like a cat stuck in a tree, and these little monkey guys are rescuing him. It's just so silly. I love how beautiful your art is. I love the leaves on the tree, and it's got a bit of humor, which I love. So thank you all so much for joining in. I can't wait to see what you do with this mess of prompts, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay golden. Bye.